Hi everyone. Today I'm going to walk you through how AI is changing the way we build software. I will share where we started, what we are doing today, and where we are heading next. Here's what we will cover: our PHP foundation, how we use GitHub Copilot with our base app, how AI changed our daily coding workflow, and what we call vibe coding in Power Platform, and finally the futures of engineering looks like. Let's start with where everything began. We built a strong PHP foundation using a share-based app. This includes reusable components like standard header or footer, a consistent API structure, and shared libraries. We also have a solid CI/CD pipeline. That means automated builds, testing, and controlled deployments. And just as important, we follow clear development standards like code reviews, documentations, and version control. This strong foundation is what made it possible for us to adopt AI smoothly. We didn't need to repeat everything, we just added AI on top. Let me start with our full stack foundation, what our traditional development environment looks like today. We use a LAMP stack, that means Linux locally, Apache, MySQL or MariaDB, and PHP. Our backend framework is Coordinator 4. And we manage PHP dependency with Composer. Our front-end uses Vue with Node.js and NPM. The most important piece is our base app. This is a shared PHP framework that every application inherits from. It gives app a consistent controller structure, shared libraries, standard API patterns, and reusable components. When we start a new project, we are not starting from scratch. We are building on top of base app. So authentication is handled by CAT single sign-on. Security is layered in CSRF protection, honeypot of bot detection, and middleware filters. Our DevOps tools are PHP Storm or VS Code, MAM or Docker locally, and Git for version control. The key point here is this is a structure, well-organized code base, and that structure is exactly what makes AI integration work so well. We cannot automate chaos, Now let's talk about how we use GitHub Copilot with our base app. First, the setup is very simple. We install GitHub Copilot in VS Code, and it works directly inside our existing IDE, so there is no need to learn new tools. Then we open our base app project. At this point, Copilot starts understanding our code base, such as our file structure, naming conventions, and existing patterns. But the most important part is giving it the right contents. Instead of asking generic questions, we guide Copilot using our base app structure. For example, we reference our controllers, our models, and our helper patterns so the generated code fits exactly into our architecture. We just don't prompt randomly. We use markdown files as step-by-step instructions. So in these .empty files, we define clear requirements, base app rules, and step-by-step tests. And importantly, we verify each step before moving forward. This helps reduce errors and keeps everything aligned with our standards. So instead of guessing, Copilot is following a clear, structured process. That's why over time, it starts to feel like working with a developer who already knows your code base. So the more context and structure we give Copilot, the better and more accurate the output becomes. What you are seeing here is a real example of how we use Copilot in practice. This is a recording of us working inside VS Code, where we give Copilot instructions using our Markdown file. So instead of writing code manually, we provide a step-by-step guide in the empty file. So basically, we tell Copilot what to do and how to do it and what structure to follow. So what we are going next? So what actually changed? The biggest change is speed. Before writing a module could take 2 to 3 hours. Now it takes about 15 to 20 minutes. But it's not just about speed, it's also about how we work. We spend less time typing code and more time thinking, reviewing, and guiding the AI. So the developer role is shifting. So we no longer just writing code, we are designing solutions, directing the AI. The daily workflow is also similar, right? A clear prompt, review the output, make adjustments, and then commit. So, but one thing has not changed. We still own the architecture, the decisions, and the code quality. AI helps us, but we are still responsible. So where are we going next? Right now, AI is already helping with a code quality checks, CI/CD improvements, generating tests. In the near future, we will see AI reviewing pull requests, predicting bugs before they happen, and writing documentation automatically. And in the long term, AI will become more like a co-architect. We will move towards systems that can fix themselves, understand intents, and work alongside humans as a team. So the roles of engineers will continue to evolve. It will be less about writing code and more about strategy, judgment, and creativity. Let's talk about something new, what we call vibe coding. Vibe coding means you describe what you want in plain language and AI generates the app for you. So instead of writing every line of code, you describe the system, then AI creates like data model, the relationships, even the UI. And the best part is you can see everything instantly. We just describe it, see it, and then refine it. So with Power Platform, this becomes very powerful. We can build data models without writing SQL, generate our working apps quickly, and automate the workflows using AI. And more importantly, we can show a working prototype to stakeholders very early that helps teams align faster before real development starts. Of course, there are also challenges. AI can generate incorrect or insecure code. Sometimes the code looks correct but has hidden issues. Debugging can also be harder because we didn't write every line ourselves. So there is also a risk of over-reliance. Developers might lose deep understanding if they depend too much on AI. And from a security perspective, we need to be careful about data exposure and vulnerabilities. So the key idea is balance. Use AI for speed, but always validate with human judgment. So let's compare traditional development with AI augmented development. Traditionally, the code reviews were completely manual. Developers had to read through every pull request line by line. Now with AI, many issues like security risks and logic errors are flagged automatically even before a human reviews the code. Another example is testing. Before, developers had to write all tests manually. Now AI can generate unique and integration tests, including edge cases in seconds. So for database design, we used to create schemas and ER diagram manually. Now with Vibe coding, we can describe the data model in plain language, and AI builds it for us. And bug detection has also changed. Before, we usually found bugs after something broke in production. Now AI can monitor behavior and alert us before issues becomes real problems. And finally, prototyping, what used to take days or even weeks, can now be done in about an hour using like Power Platform Copilot. So as a conclusion, the key message is that what is said hasn't changed. We are still building the same systems, but now instead of doing everything manually, we guide AI to do it faster and more efficiently. Thank you so much.